Episode 2 of What's Happening in Zebra Nation. Today we have a special guest with us, Mrs. Snyder, and she's going to talk a little bit about our work-based learning program. And sorry for the delay for this post. We hope everybody's had a great spring break and we're getting back into it. And we're getting ready to start our last 9 weeks here, so everybody finish strong. Seniors, please don't get senioritis right away. You might regret it later. All right, so we're here with Mrs. Snyder, and she is going to talk about work-based learning. And I just have a few questions I wanted to ask her, and then we'll go from there. So, Mrs. Snyder, what is work-based learning?
So, to simplify it, it's basically the program that allows students to leave the building during school, to go to a work site, usually a work site that aligns to their pathway, the pathway that they've been taking with their classes.
Okay, great. So basically what students do is they have a pathway, right? So everybody chooses a pathway and they take these classes for their pathway, and then whatever they're interested in, then they go and they work at that location. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. Yes. Most of the time that's the case. And the great thing about work-based learning is that it can be very individualized. So whatever that student's needing, I can typically meet with the student and figure things out so that they're getting to work somewhere that's beneficial to them.
Who can apply for this program? I know it's basically designed for seniors and people that are looking to either have a college degree in that area or they want to enter right into the workforce, but who can apply?
So you're right. It's for seniors. So the spring of your junior year is when you fill out the application for that program. You turn it into me. I go through the applications. I meet with the students. I work on setting up the internships for the students. And then they start their internship in the fall.
How many students this semester do you currently have enrolled in the program?
This year, I've had 74. So it's the biggest it's ever been. I started with this program about 8 years ago, and we had 35, and it pretty much grows every year. So we have 2/3 of the senior class in internships right now.
That's amazing. So what are some of the internships that your students are currently involved with?
Well, I went through and double-checked because I wasn't sure how many, but I will tell you we have over 40 businesses that we're working with this year alone. And those, basically, they're all over the county. And there's a lot that goes into figuring out where the students are going to work and where they can work. I look at how much time is available in their schedule, how much drive time they would have for that internship. So to answer your question, some of the places students work, let's see, we've got Woodlawn. Rochester Community Schools is a big employer of our interns right now because we have so many different places the kids can work here within our schools. We also have students at RTC. They take students quite often. Advanced Magnetics, Core Mechanical. Gosh, there's so many running through my head right now. I don't know how many you want me to list, but like I said, there's over 40 businesses.
That's awesome. I know that I have a couple students in my classes that go, and machine castings is another place. So even back when, a long, long time ago, when I owned Gertie Engines, we had interns come there too and did part of the work-based learning program. So it's actually a really great program to have. What are some of the students involved with for your internships? Like who highlights the program? Where are some of your students placed at?
So a few students that come to mind, we have Alex Deming over at Smith Sawyer Smith. At Woodlawn, we have Robert Bazzo, Ethan Amasquita, Taylor Howard. At RTC, we have Cade Johnson and Caleb Wilson. I don't know, there's running out of ideas here.
Yeah, there's a ton of them. I know that I've seen just a lot of students in the building here that are involved in the work-based learning program. So if they're involved in elementary education, I know they go over to the elementary schools. If they want to be a welder, sometimes they're out at Core or different places like that, and CNC and just all those fine local businesses. And we just want to thank those local businesses too for giving us the opportunity to place these interns It's been a great help for us and a great opportunity for our students to continue learning their pathway. What else do you recommend for this program? Who would you recommend next year that juniors are applying now, obviously, for this program and getting ready to be placed as seniors next year? Who do you recommend apply for this program?
Any student that is interested and any student interested in figuring out their career early on. So some students will come into the program and say, I want to be in healthcare and I want to be a nurse and I want to work here and this is my plan. And then they get into an internship and say, hold on, that's not what I thought it was. Or I'm not going to be able to deal with that for the rest of my working career. And so really anybody who feels like they have an idea of where they want to work and they want to get started there, this is a great program for you, whether you're going to college or not. If you're not going to college, sometimes the internship can lead into full-time employment. Or again, it gives you an idea of what you want to do and which direction you want to take once you're out of high school.
Great. Anything else you'd like to add about your program? Anything that we've missed on the show today?
Well, I would love to just point out that this program, it takes a very special amount of responsibility. This isn't a typical program. So it's not like going into a traditional classroom setting where you get started on schoolwork and the teacher maybe leads you through step by step what you're doing. This is all you. So I'm here to help, I'm here to support, I'm here to intervene and mediate if needed. And I do come out and check on all the students throughout the semester. But the day-to-day is with you and your supervisor. And so what I love about this program is that it gives students an opportunity to just really see what the work world is going to look like for them, how to communicate, the best way to even just present yourself. And so I feel like it gives them a little bit of a leg up on students that just haven't had that opportunity.
Great. Thank you for coming in today and giving us a little bit of insight on what work-based learning is and how to get involved with that. And especially want to thank all our local businesses for placing our interns and giving them a leg up on what their career could possibly be and what it involves. Thank you.